Welcome to the first ever Winter Basketball Awards luncheon. We've never done this before. It's exciting. It's different. Obviously, the reason we're here today is because we couldn't do this in the evening time with food and families. So we're trying this out for this winter. I think it's cool because we get to just kind of have one last event with just us, the team, and kind of be able to share things about the season, highlights, etc., and of course the awards. We have team awards today. We have all league awards to hand out. I'm going to start with the joke. Why are frogs so good at basketball?
Yeah, they got hot.
Very close.
They got hot.
They all have jump shots.
Jumping one.
Wounded Wolves. Are we still wounded? Are we doing okay? We're healthy. So Wounded Wolves is kind of
No.
Okay, so we'll continue to be the Wounded Wolves. It's always an honor to be directing this program, as you guys know, but as I've said before, it was a real privilege to coach this team because you guys are a special group, and I know you'll think like, oh yeah, whatever. But it's true. In my 10 years of coaching varsity basketball, this is the most fun I've ever had. And it didn't really have much to do with wins and losses, although we won a lot of games. It was really just about the time we had together, the camaraderie, the fun, the friendships. Mostly it was the seniors setting the tone of that, like this really positive tone that really filtered down to the rest of the team. And I think it had a really powerful impact. Haven't had a group of seniors like that in a long time at JCHS, and it really goes a long way. No matter what happened to us this year, we were always able to make tomato soup. You guys remember tomato soup?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Thank you. Before we go down and list individually why this team was so cool, because we're really a collection of some of the parts. Some of the parts, Alex, not here, the mathematician, would like that one. I need to give a couple of thanks to and shout outs to people who have made the basketball season successful, because it is my obligation to do so, and because I think it's important. First of all, to your school leaders, to Rabbi Rubin and Mr. Brody. Yes, we can do golf claps here. For their continued support, leadership, mostly just like always being behind athletics at JCHS, always supporting the program, both financially, but also, with resources and trusting me to lead the program. They've just done an amazing job in that realm, and I think it's sometimes unnoticed, but I really feel the support from both Rabbi Rubin and Mr. Brody. We want to thank, they're not here, we're going to pretend, but Mr. Shapiro and his staff, you could please thank them for feeding us, but also later on, we're going to have a make your own waffle cone ice cream sundae bar. This is courtesy of Mr. Shapiro and his staff, so please thank them later. I want to thank Ms. Hunt and Mr. Davis, the marketing team, for making us look so good on the social media channels. They always do. I want to thank the families, and I'll look directly into the camera. I think that's where the camera is. We are so grateful for your support this year. Was I looking at the camera?
Yeah, for sure.
So on behalf of the players, I want to thank you for always being supportive. And then finally to the coaches, Coach Hagan and Coach Burrell, who's not here.
And you.
Well, I don't think myself. Please. Oh, that's true. I did miss that one. Dang it. Is Daphne on yet? No. Okay. I'll send her the recording notes. Coach B, looking at you over there. We only had Coach B for half of the season, but guess what? Our record was 5-2 during that time. So there's something to be said for Coach B. She brought a little magic to the team, and we really enjoyed having her be part of that November-December segment. And then of course, Coach Hagan, or as the players affectionately call him, Johnny Jr., my favorite nickname of all time. No, seriously, John, it was really great to finally team up with you this year. I think we were a really good match because you kept things kind of light and fun, and kind of were able to monitor my competitive fire sometimes. So thank you. You were amazing. And because of that, I got you a little gift.
Oh.
Johnny Jr., I brought, and I know you like coffee, so I got you a team picture.
Oh.
Coffee.
Isn't that cool? Okay, round of applause for the almond chocolate milk man.
Daphne.
Oh. Admitting Daphne.
They just have to connect the audio then.
And it's the silly pack picture, Daphne, so you'll be happy.
Is she in it?
Not yet.
Where is she?
Daphne,
Daphne.
It says two participants.
Yeah. So you have to like change it to.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, Daphne, we can't see it.
I think I got it.
It's just in the corner.
No, she's still showing
No, it'll work. It's not gallery.
Okay.
Ew. You just still.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do with the ice cream as you guys are finishing your meals. Let me make sure I got everything. Yes. Coach and I are gonna go through and talk about each player, which I'm excited about. We've written some notes down about you, but we'll probably talk a little off the cuff as well. When your name is called, so as we finish talking about you as a player, you are permitted to get up and go grab a waffle cone, grab some ice cream, and go ahead and get your Sunday going. When you scoop ice cream, could you please, I was asked by Mr. Beer, please be careful with the scoopings. The cones are here. Scooper is here, ice cream is here, and then your toppings over there. Any questions about the ice cream portion? Okay. Daphne's still connecting?
Oh, she's on. She's gone.
Yeah.
They use delay Wi-Fi.
All right.
Said that she's coming.
Okay, we are gonna run out of time unless we keep this going. So without further ado, I'm gonna invite Coach Hagan up to talk about our first player. Okay. They need to step out.
So, first person is Emma,
Yeah,
or should I say Tracy?
Sorry.
Emma showed us from the beginning of the season, she had all the tools to be a really good player. I remember the very first practice, that you get like shots in a row out here, the very first practice. She has the space to hit baskets from the outside. The height has become a formidable. On defense, Emma benefited from a year of varsity practices and became an increasingly good defender. Most importantly, though, her coachability enabled her to improve steadily throughout the year, and it made her a pleasure to work with and coach. Here's the freshie.
I think you have another. You have another
I
one.
do have that-
Oh, you know what? I'll do one below. We'll go. Okay. Okay. And obviously, when we're done, you're also welcome to get your ice cream if you'd like, or you can wait. Daphne, so glad you joined us. Can you hear us, Daphne? Yay! Okay, cool.
Hi guys.
All right. Next up on the list is sophomore Eleanor. Eleanor has a really bright future ahead of her, as we all know. Certainly one of the most improved players this season, especially on her defense after I yelled at her. Some injuries held her back a bit from her maximum potential, but she was tough. She played through, and wow, did she deliver. Her three-point shooting, which arguably is the best in the school, male or female, literally saved us a number of times this season. She's just a sophomore and was named to the All-League Honorable Mention team, which is a huge accomplishment. We call her the assassin because she has ice in her veins, is not afraid to pull the trigger, and she'll be a killer on the court for the years to come. I'm not afraid to say that. Congratulations, Eleanor, on a great season. I forgot, we have a little token too. Each player is receiving a JCHS keychain.
These ones are special.
These ones are totally
I
special.
still have the ball. Yeah, I think I still have it.
Okay, Coach Hagan, you're up.
One show off.
So our next recipient is gas pedal. Everybody know who gas pedal is?
Yeah.
All gas, no brakes. That's why Yara was truly our gas pedal this year. She's relentless on defense. Her aggressiveness was a big reason we were able to contain most of the taller players we faced this year. On offense, she developed a nice little baseline jumper. With a quick release that even Steph Curry would be jealous of. Woo!
Damn.
Lastly, and most importantly, as Yara's BC calculus teacher this year, I am qualified to say And she is the leading candidate to become the team mathematician next year.
Whoa.
Quite the lofty honor. It is my pleasure
Blushing.
to be your coach and to be giving you the magical keychain.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
magic.
Can we please play gas pedal?
Gas pedal, is that?
We're walking now. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, we lost. God, Daphne was bored or she?
Oh,
left?
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I think her
It's
Wi-Fi.
LA, it's LA.
Okay.
Far away.
One more round of applause for your,
Oh, she's back.
Is she in already or no?
No, you have to admit, you have to say it.
All right. Tell her to stop dropping out.
Don't have to what?
Okay. Here we go. All right. Next up, we have Mia. Mia, even though she didn't play the whole season due to injury, was so instrumental to everything this team did. She has a stabilizing and calming effect on everyone when she's on the court. And she finds ways to take care of all of us off the court. If she wants, I can already tell that she has a future in basketball coaching. Because she can see the little things and makes amazing in-game suggestions. So lucky for us that she transferred here from MA. We call her Mama Mia, even though she doesn't love that nickname. It totally fits. Can't wait to see how good Mia will be the next 2 seasons. Congratulations, Mia. We didn't even get that on camera. Mia, congrats.
Yay, Mia.
Yeah, Mia.
I feel really bad, honestly. Get off mine.
What happened?
We'll fix it.
Well, no, I didn't say.
We'll just
That can be mine. That can be mine.
You get another ball, Yara. Fix it.
Yeah, I'm
Was it something I said?
Yeah, it was.
All right. What's this? Laser?
I'm right
There
here.
you are. Sorry. Laser. Who's Laser?
Any.
We kinda gave it away.
Yeah, it was.
Laser showed her devotion to the team with her awesome NCS bound t-shirts at the end of the year. She was always looking for ways to help the team. In practices, she made other players better by always giving 100%. Once Annie came into the game, she could be relied on for tough defense and continuing to help her teammates by living up to her other nickname, the Queen of Screen.
Yeah.
That's just my nickname for her.
Oh.
I told you that.
Yeah, I thought you said scream.
No,
Like
screen,
yelling.
screen. Annie played quite a bit of the second half of the last Mendocino game. Her defense was a big reason why we were able to hold that normally high-scoring team to only 11 points in the second half. You played most of that. As we scrambled to make our comeback. Well done for 2 full seasons with me. And three.
Freshman, sophomore.
Like that, so and it's I'm happy to give you your lofty reward. Thanks for everything you do.
Okay, Annie. All right, our only no-show today, the mathematician. But we still love you, Alex, wherever you are. So she's the only player to earn 2 official nicknames this year, not just one, mathematician and sniper. I mean, they were okay, fine, but I mean, Alex was really, cuts, angles, arcs. So much of basketball is math oriented, and Alex was able to break it all down for us as the team mathematician. She's also known for her beautiful arcing 3-point shot. It's been her calling card, and for that, she became known as the sniper. Of course, Alex is also responsible for the most dramatic team moment of the year, the news of her acceptance to Brown University. Just minutes before our game versus Emory, I personally have never seen a student more happy in a moment, and it was a real joy to experience, Alex. Congrats on a great career, and good luck on the island. That's Rhode Island, for those who don't know, that's where Brown is. And Alex, the magical keychain will be accepted by Mia on your behalf, since she is the team mom. So everyone give it up for Alex.
Next person is Nails. Because I never heard. I'll say this also. Nails earned her nickname 2 years ago as a JV player, but she regularly reminded us this year that she is still tough as nails. Whether you're trying to get her to look, let her doctor look at an injured wrist, or convince her that she should leave her teammates behind and go on a long planned family trip to Tahoe, everybody knows that getting Nails, that Nails is a very determined young woman. All of JCHS's opponents learned this as well, and her permanently bruised up knees were a testament to how scrappy and hard-nosed she was on the court. We'll miss your tenacity next year, perhaps quite a bit more than we realize.
Yeah, woo! Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the 3 team award winners. And let me just grab the first of those.
Wait, what about Cassie?
Just wait.
Oh.
Just wait. Okay.
Why did I assume she wasn't gonna be?
Yeah.
No, because he already told us who they were.
No, I didn't.
In
No,
Mendocino.
No.
Like that.
Oh.
This is team awards. Okay. First is the Wolf Spirit Award. And the Wolf Spirit Award this year goes to a player who, no matter how stormy it gets, keeps her hand on the wheel and keeps the ship sailing. Or as Coach Pollock likes to say, she is the guts and glue of the white and blue. She was asked to handle a lot this year, playing point guard and handling the pressure against all the tough defenders and anchoring our post defense. She knocked down some huge threes and is one of the toughest competitors in our league. Recognized by league coaches as an honorable mention selection, the Wolf Spirit Award goes to Jay Leasy. You have to come up and accept your award. That's how it works. Jay Leasy, you also get the magical.
Oh.
Should I come up?
No, I can throw it. to you.
Oh, okay.
It's magic.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. Next team award, Coach Hagan.
I thought Hagen was getting the award.
Could happen. Next award, how do we want to do this? We'll do it.
You do whatever you like.
Yeah. Everybody enjoys being teammates with Cassie, and her relentlessly positive attitude is a big reason why. At the very beginning of the year, some of the other classmates showed they were ready to ball this year, and Cassie knew she would have to work on some things to keep her playing time. First, she worked on her defensive positioning and tenacity in practice, making sure she could contribute on defense with her quickness and toughness. Towards the end of the year, she also improved her jump shot, establishing a reliable 15-footer that she could hit from the top of the key. With her improvements on the small things at both ends of the court, she became a key contributor to the team, as well as the most.
Thank you. Keychain.
Oh, great.
Oh, keychain. All right. Last but certainly not least, Daphne, good thing you zoomed in because this award's for you. It's truly the end of an era for the Moskowitz basketball dynasty.
Stop, you guys are gonna make me cry. Yeah, this is Nay. Nay's here. Hi guys. The starter of the Moskowitz basketball.
Oh yeah, change. Yeah, just cut out the part about Naomi. Yeah. No, I was just about to say, following some very big trailblazing shoes your sisters both wore before you, Naomi and Zoe. But Daphne, you raised the bar of excellence for basketball at JCHS. Daphne averaged an astounding 12.7 rebounds per game this season, including 2 games with 20 rebounds. She was also our leading scorer at 7.8 points per game. But it was the non-stat stuff that really stood out for Daphne. Her relentless pursuit of the ball, her incredible leadership, both on and off the court, her jokes, her positivity. She was the complete package. So for all of that, the choice of most valuable player was pretty automatic. It was Daphne Moskowitz.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
And Daphne's winning 2 awards today because she was also recognized by the BCL Central coaches as second team all league, which comes with it a plaque.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Daphne, on that.
Thanks so much.
Oh yeah, Daphne, speech? No, just kidding. No one does a speech.
Oh, no.
Because right now we're actually going to turn it over to you guys, just like we have all season long. For those of you that don't know, after each game and sometimes practice, we give shout outs called Ad Girls. And to finish and wrap up today's awards lunch, we are going to pass the mic over to you guys and ask each of you to share either a favorite moment of the season or a gratitude or a shout out to someone on the team. You can choose both or choose one. It's up to you, but I'm hoping that each of you will contribute something to this little circle of commentary. So with that, I would like to know who would like to step up first with the Atta Girl session. And this is kind of cool because parents and others have not seen this before, but I thought it was a great way, symbolic way for us to finish the season, to wrap it up. As we're doing this, please feel free to go up and grab your ice cream, go get seconds. Ice cream bar is open. And Annie, I saw your hand up first. I'm going to kind of scan with my camera as you guys go. And Annie, take it away.
So when I was a freshman, I was kind of iffy if I wanted to play basketball or not. I didn't have the best time in middle school, but it was totally redeemed at JJS. And I remember the seniors at the lunch meeting, they said that their favorite parts of the season were all the bus rides. That was really when they got to bond with their team. And so this year, it really showed that was when we got hyped for the games and when we really got like mentally prepared. And someone who really contributed that a lot was Yara. She's always grooving and jumping and having so much fun in the car rides, really getting us like unified as a team and always having so much fun and just like raising all of our morals. So yeah.
Aww.
Oh yeah, that was to Yara. I said that. Oh, who else?
Elisa's next.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Alright. This isn't really an Atta Girl, but just a memory. But I was literally gonna say the car rides too, but I just thought of something. It's like kind of small, but I just like really enjoyed. I mean, obviously, like every moment I got to spend with everyone on this team, and it was a really special season, and I really enjoyed all of it. But one little thing in particular that I really liked was like when we would get to the games early and we'd watch like either the boys JV game or like the boys varsity games, or if we stayed late or something like that. And like we could have been like a team that like we all could have just been on our phones and not really talking to each other, but we were all like super present and like cheering on the other team, and we just like talked, and it was just really enjoyable because like it just felt like it wasn't like ever like forced conversation with you guys then or like ever, and I really just enjoyed talking to you guys. So yeah.
Woo! Okay, to go off of that, just like last year when I played sports and just in general, a lot of times, like kind of with volleyball, there are just times where even if you're like close to your team and you play well together and you're like friends on the court, you're not like as close off the court. And I absolutely loved how this year I would just like be walking to a class or something, and I like always knew that I would have like full and real and fun conversations with my teammates. And I know, and it has continued even though the season's been over for a little while. And so I'm just like, it wasn't just like because it happened and we were a team, but it's because like everyone on the team was so good, and like I just like love how close we all became as friends.
Yeah.
completely agree with you, Mia. And I would also like to give an girl to Aliza. Just personally for me, like anytime I would kind of get nervous before the games or anything, Aliza would be like, don't focus on them, like don't watch them warm up, just kind of like focus on like you and focus on our team and kind of be here right now with our team. And I feel like that like energy and that kind of like understanding of like, no, like it doesn't matter about anything else. Like we're one team, and like that like love for each other was like something that like you brought and something that was like contagious.
And to kind of piggyback off of what everyone's been saying, I remember at the Warriors game, I feel like there's just something at the game that I feel like we were together off the court. And although it is still having to do with basketball, I feel like we all just like got to be with each other, not on the court, which is really special. And we just got to become closer. And it was also really fun. So yeah, that was a very fun moment.
What everyone was saying, just how close this team has gotten, and how like kind of like what Mia said, that even off the court and like at school, we would always be able to like have conversations with each other. And
I was just gonna say, I think it all started with the sleepover, which was just like so much fun.
Oh yeah, about
Go Yara, sorry.
well, I thought about how after the Mendocino game, even though we lost and the season was over and it was a little upsetting, we still went back to the
Nature reserve.
the nature reserve, and we had such a good time, and we had s'mores, and because it didn't really matter if we won or lost, we just liked spending time with each other as a team, and yeah.
Add on to what Yara just said. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't like losing. It's not my favorite thing, and like that's something I need to work on, is like just being better after I lose. But it's in general really hard for me to be in a good mood after I lose, or after like I feel like I haven't played good or something like that. But it says like a lot about the team that like I feel like I was able to like kind of put aside the loss and like be proud of just like how we played and how we were. So thank you guys for just keeping me in the moment.
I see Daphne has her hand up.
Yeah, I want to say something. I just want to give an girl to Eleanor. I think that throughout the season, I think that at the beginning, like you maybe seemed like a little bit like timid, like on the court, but I think throughout the season you showed like such tremendous growth. And I think just seeing you like not just from your 3-pointers, but show up on defense and like steals and just all around being like such a dynamic player. I just think I've just been like really proud of you, and I'm just really excited to see where you go in the future in your basketball career. So that's just what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Oh.
I'm gonna give an added girl to Cassie, because whenever she was on the court, she'd always just like be really controlled with the ball, and it always like felt very like safe to give it to her. And then also like she just like, you could see her confidence grow throughout the season. So she'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna take this shot, and then she'd start hitting them. And it was just like so nice to like see her having that confidence and playing really strongly and like always knowing exactly what to do on defense and offense.
Okay.
I'll give an attaboy. So we've talked about this, but an attaboy to Coach Miller. As he explained a couple of times, like it's the kind of job where everybody, you only kind of get noticed. If it's sort of like a ref, you only get noticed when there's a bad call, and as a coach and the AD, you only get noticed when you make a mistake. But things that like I remember after so many games, in some of the games that were some of the tougher games, I would go up to the scorecard and I would take a picture, and this happened so many times. Like the reaction was always, you guys play really, really hard. And that's a testament to all the players, but it's a testament to the coach as well. So things that you just take for granted, like we play hard, yeah, it's because you guys, don't want to lose and all that stuff, but it's also because you have a coach that sort of makes you do that. So don't take good coaches for granted. I know you guys didn't. He did a great job. And
You did too.
Yeah.
and you guys were fun. You guys were fun to coach.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll just circle back as we close up, unless someone else has something to say, that it was just such a fun year. it'll be remembered, like that coached a lot of teams. I'm really gonna remember this team more than others. You guys were super fun, and I'm really excited for the players coming back. But man, the 5 seniors on this team, we're really gonna miss you next year. And I think with that, we're gonna wrap it up, stop the recording, send this out, or probably edit it a little bit, and then send it out. But that concludes the first ever JCHS
Just
Team
right on Eleanor.
Awards luncheon, right on Eleanor and the whole team. All right. Bye, Daphne.
Bye, Dad.
Bye guys, I love you.
Bye, Joey.
Fun tonight.